What's up guys, to the 7th episode of the Derby Career Mode. In the 7th episode we're going to game against Middlesbrough, but before we do that I thought I'd show you the top goal scorers and top assists at the moment. We are the top goal scorer with Chris Martin on 22, and Johnny Russell is the second highest assister with 6 assists, so we're doing pretty well. I'd say on World Class it's a little bit more difficult, but it's a nice challenge. It's something that will make it a lot more realistic, of course, so we're going to change the side for the next game as Chris Martin has just got back from injury, so hopefully in this next game against Middlesbrough he can bounce back from that injury and just get his shooting boots back on. So we head into the game, and in the 5th minute of the match we unfortunately concede a goal from a corner. They seem to be a lot more easy to score on career mode. On Ultimate Team it's practically impossible to score from them, but we do reply 5 minutes later. Edge of the box free kick here, we lay it off for Chris Martin to pretty much have a free shot. Nobody closed him down. If you looked at their defence there, they just stood still. They didn't run towards him trying to close him down, they just let him have the shot and let him put the goal in. So yeah, decent way to come back 5 minutes later, but we do unfortunately concede a goal here in the 66th minute of the match. A combination of things, maybe Kia probably could have cleared it out. He was a little bit weak there, but that was kind of unlucky there. Hughes got a really good tackle in, but the guy won the ball back and put it into the back of the net. The keeper couldn't really do much about it as well, but then we do apply here again 5 minutes later. It just seems to be our thing, scoring 5 minutes after conceding a goal, and Chris Martin with a fantastic header from Gary Mackay-Stevens doing some nice skill out wide, and we're definitely going to play him a lot more because we haven't played him that much compared to a few of the other players, and for saying we did pay like 3 million for him, I think we should definitely play him a lot more. So we head into the 90th minute of the match, and it is in added time, and a brilliant cross into the box goes into the area and he heads it into the back of the net to make it 3-2. So we drop all 3 points. Well, we don't drop all 3 points, we drop the point from the game that we would have got anyway, so a little bit unfortunate to lose that first game, but it's nice to us to give us a drive for the rest of the episode. And we do actually get Jeff Hendrick contract accepted. I think he wanted just over 20,000, so not too bad, especially when he's got like a 78 potential, so hopefully he can stay at the club for at least the next 4 years and yeah, develop this club very nicely. So we're going to head into the next game against Reading, changing a few players here and there, so trying out some youngsters and just giving everyone a game. Like if you haven't played very often, like I'm putting Calero on the bench of course, and Julian Green I always like playing with as well. Good amount of pace, but not exactly the strongest of players. But we head into the game and a really nice bit of skill there from Johnny Russell, puts it around the man, goes around him, puts it into the box, and Chris Martin with a fantastic finish with his left foot, puts it into the back of the net just before half time. A fantastic time to get a goal for us of course, and then we head into the second half here, and in the 64th minute of the match we unfortunately concede a goal. Mackie, I think it's from Forest, I believe it is that Mackie, and he goes in the box with Williams, passes it inside, very similar in a way to our goal, but he went for the near post and we kind of went for the far post to make it 1-1 with Grant Holt. And then we do reply here in the 75th minute of the match. We go down the right hand side with Christie, puts the ball down through to Green, and he has got bags of pace. He is really good coming off the bench. Not too sure if we are going to sign him at the end of the year. We'll have to see if we've got the money or not. And Gary Mackay-Stevens does put it into the open net to make it 2-1 in the game to get us back into it. But then in the 90th minute of the match, we do unfortunately concede a goal here. Goes out for a goal kick, nothing wrong with that. But then it was stupid old Luke here, passing the ball out, putting it to Pogrebniak, and then Grant Holt is just open there, and Nathan Ake just nowhere to be seen really. And yeah, we drop 2 points. So not really the best results to start off this episode. We lose the first game, draw the second game when we probably could have won it. But yeah, it's things to learn from. We are definitely not going to do that in the Prem. Pass it out from a goal kick because it will just lose us so many points. So unfortunately in the last game we did get Johnny Russell injured, so I think he's out for about 8 weeks. I could be wrong, so he's going to be out for quite a while, but it's good because we've got a lot of options and it gives them a chance to get into the team and maybe work into a first team lineup spot. So we head into our next game against Charlton, another team that aren't really doing too well. I think they're in the relegation zone at the moment, so I think we do try a few weaker players here and there. We'll have to see in a second. Yeah, I think I tried the new centre-back guy. I think we tried Calero out. I could be wrong, but yeah, it's nice to try different players, of course, because it gives them a chance to play. So we just put it to clear because I don't really like playing in the rain and overcast. So we head into the 10th minute of the match here. Jordan Ibe on the right-hand side goes down the line. Really nice bit of skill to go around his man. Crosses it into the box, and I think it is Will Hughes with a really nice diving header, put it into the back of the net to make it 1-0 in the first 11 minutes. So then the rest of this game went really stale, like we could not get a goal forever, and then in the 85th minute of the match they do get a cross into the box, a really nice pass actually to get him into that area, and he does put it into the back of the net. I don't know if it was an own goal or not, but yeah, not really the best of things to happen. So what we did was we changed it to the 4-2-4 because that's what we tend to do when we need a goal in the last few moments of the game. So we're just going to put that formation on, try and put the strikers in the striker position, like Jordan Ibe can play striker, striker, Sinko, Mason, Bennett, and we're going to put Bryson on the left-hand side or the right-hand side, one or the other. And then we get a corner here in the 90th minute of the match. Bryson crosses it into the box, Ayin with the header, and then Jordan Ibe in the free area puts it into the back of the net to get the goal in the 90th minute of the match. A great way to win the game, especially when we did concede in the 85th minute. This was a really tough game. I probably could have played a few more stronger players here and there, but yeah, at least we got the 3 points in the end. That's the most important thing. So we have got a massive game here. It is against Norwich, the team that are in second at the moment. So if we win this game, I could see us really not having an issue till the end of this series, but we'll have to see, of course, because on World Class we are finding it quite more difficult, so hopefully we'll have to see how we do in the game. So we're just changing it up, getting all the best players possible. There are a few players on low fitness, so it's going to be a bit of a tougher one, but we head into the 6th minute of the match here. Gary Mackay-Stevens with the corner, Keogh with the header, and in the goal, and yeah, good start to the game. First 10 minutes to get a goal, it's always handy, but again, in that Charlton game, we got like a goal in the first 10 minutes, kind of batters in the ass, and that kind of happens here. 10 minutes later, from our goal, we just head it into the back, and then Jerome with a really powerful header. Keogh again just losing out on the headers. I don't know if he's got like poor heading ability or something on this game, but you can't really do much about it, especially when you got Cameron Jerome, the big 6'2" tall man. And then we do get a goal straight from kick-off. Pretty much we win a free kick, and Craig Bryson with a bloody good shot there just smashes it into the top corner. It's a bit of a shame that he doesn't really develop in overall, but it is nice to have him on the bench, and whenever we need some goals, he can deliver because he is a fantastic player. And then we do get a cross into the box here, and Chris Martin heads it into the back of the net with great ability. He just like out-jumped his man. I'm not too sure who was marking him, but it is nice to get his 25th goal of the season, and of course against Norwich, our probably biggest team that we are going to beat. To get 3-1 in first 30 minutes of the game is pretty darn good. We unfortunately concede a goal here just before the 70th minute of the match. Poor defending from me. Not too sure what I was doing. I was trying to pass it upfield too quickly. I should have slowly built it up, and he puts it into the back of the net. But we do a play here, literally straight from kickoff again. We just go down this right hand side. Julian Green passes it inside to Boonjack, who just came off the bench, and then a nice bit of skill goes around the man, crosses it into the box with his weaker foot, of course, and Chris Martin just out-jumps Basong, I believe it is, to make it 4-2 in the game, and to get us all 3 points in the end. So a good win against Norwich, and of course with that win it kind of guarantees us like the top spot in my opinion, because I just don't see any other team really going through and getting a lot of wins. But of course if we go on some bad runs, there's a few players get injured here and there, like Jamie Ward in the last game. I think he's out for 3 weeks, so it's kind of getting to us. Like towards the end of the season you get a few injuries because players are getting more tired, of course, and yeah, we'll have to see how we do in this upcoming game against Rotherham. And I'm not too sure because we have got quite a few players on low fitness. I do like to keep the players on high fitness, of course, as I like to say all the time. And we head into the 90th minute of the match. It took us so long to break him down, but we did it in the 90th minute. Sifsey puts it into the back of the net to make it 1-0 in the game, and that is how it does end. So a little bit of a boring game. We just literally could not break him down. Now, have a look at the game stats at the end of the game, of course. We had like 3 shots, they had 2, so it shows when we have our bigger players out, we are going to struggle in a way. So hopefully in this next game against Birmingham we can do a little bit better, get a few more goals, of course, and we are going to change up the side to get all the fitness, of course. And it does take us quite a while because we have got like a big run of games recently. We had like Norwich, Rotherham and Birmingham in like the space of a week, maybe a week in like 2 days or something. So it just shows you need a lot of squad depth in this career mode, of course, especially in the Championship, who have a lot more teams. So we head into the 26th minute of the match here, and Chris Martin with a nice chip through ball to Jordan Ibe, and Jordan Ibe to a cross to the back post, and George Thorne is there to do a really nice diving header. Seems to do that quite a bit, comes from like a deep area and gets a goal for us in an important time of the game, and of course getting it in like the first 20 minutes, very important to get us the lead in that time of era. So we head into the 32nd minute of the match here, and Abner is not really the best of left backs. He's like 60 rated, and it kind of showed there because it just gave him so much space to cross it into the box and head it into the back of the net to make it to 1-1 in the game, of course. But we do reply pretty much straight from kickoff. We go from the left hand side. Chris Martin picks up the ball, looks for the runs, of course, then eventually gets into the box and gets taken out to win a penalty. And of course with his fantastic ability he is going to put it into the back of the net, but when you look at his ball, like, it doesn't look like an 80 rated player. It's so small, that green bit. And of course he puts it away there into the top left hand corner to make it 2-1 in the game. And it is really good when you got a really good penalty taker in your team. If you haven't got one like over 70, it's going to be really difficult, especially when penalties are such a dominant thing on the game. You win a lot of them in a game. Pretty much won a game. I don't think I've ever played a FIFA game without getting a penalty at one point or another. And then we do get a third goal here just before half time. Chris Martin following up from the first shot to make it 3-1. And it is a bit of a shame that we have got both Martin and Sifsey, both of them fantastic players. I do kind of a little bit more prefer Martin because he is an actual Derby player and he is on ridiculously good form at the moment. He seems to be scoring like 2 goals a game or something, and that is really good from him, of course. And we do get a third goal here in the 75th minute of the match. I think he was on ultra attack if he being Birmingham, of course. And Hall just loses the ball. I don't know if he's got like 30 ball control or something, but Chris Martin goes straight through on goal, gets his hat-trick, finesses it into the bottom right-hand corner. Really good finish for him. And as I said, we have got so many good strikers. I think Mason Bennett set that one up. And yeah, it's a good future for Derby County in this career mode. So we head into another game, and it is against Leeds United. We all hate Leeds, of course, and we're going to play the alternate kit because we don't like. I do like the fact that we have got 3 kits, but I seem to always go for like one. I go for like the away kit or the home kit all the time. I don't really use this one too much. So we head into the 26th minute of the match here, win a penalty, Jordan Ibe goes down, and that is the fantastic thing about Jordan Ibe. He's got that really good pace, really good dribbling, and it's really difficult to tackle him, of course. And then with Chris Martin stepping up to the spot, what do you think he's going to do? Do you think he's going to put it into the back of the net? I think he is, because he is such a brilliant penalty taker, and he does step up to the spot, puts it into the top right-hand corner. I could be wrong, yes, it is the top right-hand corner, and makes it 1-0 in the first 30 minutes of the game. A good start against Leeds, of course, and I'd say Leeds would be quite a good career mode team. They've got quite a few good youngsters, quite a few foreign players, so they might be worth a bit more than English players. But nevertheless, we head into the 68th minute of the match here. Mackay-Stevens with a very nice heavy touch, puts it into the box. Nice Berber spin inside, goes past one, goes past two, finesses it into the back of the net. Really good goal. It's like something that Ronaldo would score or something. And that's the great thing about Mackay-Stevens. He's got that 5-star skill, so he can do these fantastic things. And that is how the game does end, of course. And we get the 3 points, of course, and we're going to head into another game against Rotherham, a team that we should be able to beat. I think it is Rotherham. No, it's Bournemouth, sorry. They've got like a very similar badge, of course, very red and very good. So we head into the game, and don't know what happened in the first 10 minutes of the game. Richie, like, getting really lucky there, winning the ball, passing it to Stanislas, and then a good run at the back post. Kind of got tripped up, Will Hughes did, but he headed into the back of the net. We had plenty of time to get back into this game, but we just could not do it. We really struggled against Bournemouth. They scored another goal pretty much straight from kickoff again. 2 minutes later, goes down the left-hand side, crosses it into the box, and heads it into the back of the net. That seems to be the thing for us. Like, when people go out wide and then come inside, it is going to be very difficult for us. So when we come against these really big teams, we're going to have to definitely improve our fullback. So we head into the 71st minute of the match here, and again, we just could not defend anything. Coming out wide, going inside, gets the goal, Stanislas. Maybe my keeper could have saved that. He didn't really position himself too well, but he is only 62 rated, so not exactly going to do too well. So they do get their 4th and final goal in the 88th minute of the match. We did the offside trap there, and it kind of caught us on the back foot because he just did a chip over the top ball for Fraser, runs on through, goes for the near post, and the keeper just could not save it. Didn't really have the best of games, of course. Maybe he could have saved a few more of these goals, and yeah, it's like the worst loss we've ever had on this career mode, and it's kind of worrying me because when we do get into the Premier League, when we come against the likes of Chelsea, Arsenal, City, are we going to absolutely crumble? But hopefully we can make some good signings and improve the side, of course, at the end of the year. So yeah, if you did enjoy this episode, it would be fantastic if we could get over 25 likes. Really enjoying the series, really enjoying your feedback as well. You're doing some really good comments like players I should sign, and of course I am adding them to the shortlist for the next season, of course. So any other players, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and see you soon. Bye.